Welcome back to my divine panel of 8 to divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good. I'm going to do another, like, I don't feel like it's a random read. I mean, I just pulled some cards as a prefix. Just like trying to feel out the energy because I pretty much laid low today. Definitely. And so the cards, I was just consulting with, like, one-to-one with my divine guides. And what do we want to say about this? I feel like I can say something about it. Give me a second. Should I? Nine of Cups in reverse. So when we determine what happiness means for us, it also means, like, recognizing, sometimes, not all the time, but recognizing what doesn't make us happy. And once you emphasize that at a given stage, the universe responds to it. Like, oh, she has come to the awareness that this is not correct. And that it was... how do I say it? Against her well-being. Then they act fast. That's what it showed me. It showed me all I've been given. I'm offered. And I think there's volunteered resources of all different kinds to employ in the reckoning. I thought it was just like I pulled card by card, and I don't know if I want to tell you all of the exact form of it, but it's being dished out. All resources employed possible to correct the issue. So how interesting is that? I didn't have any, like, I don't know. I gave myself enough wiggle room to live out my human experience and slump a little bit. I gave myself that space because I'm allowed that. And so this reading is, on the flip side, what's happening, what is it that I'm not seeing, that exists and is still a part of what I'm doing on the visible side or not doing, So I have 8 of, and we're using the vice versa tarot. I have the 8 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles upright there. It's working on fine tuning, but this indicates mastery. And this indicates the ability to detail things out. So there's focus here, but it's not intense focus. It's relaxed focus. Like, I'm already adept at this, so it's just a matter of applications, transference, channeling from what I know, how I know, and doing it. And it super transposed into a product, into a service, etc. That's me. That's wonderful. And that's on the incoming side. So what I started to do when I felt like a sense of stagnancy, like I got to shake myself out of it, I pulled a card from some other deck, and it said to just start something. So since I have my computer hooked up, yay, I went through my emails because I feel like I started drowning in my emails and everything, like, that I was responding to, like sorting through. It was just like so time consuming. Like, it didn't feel like it created an impact. The subscriptions on emails of, like, jobs to propose or deals or events, like, everything just became so it wasn't just fast paced, but the return didn't feel like it was there. So I think this was a perfect time to just mull through it. And that was helpful. Okay. I know some of you are bored with this intro, and that's okay. I'm not here to impress. But I will. Oh, sure. You know how I know? Because on the doing side, I just realized I have the 10 of swords in reverse. That is like the bottom side, the peacock. Like if you just like blur it out just a little bit, you'll see that's like the phoenix. So doing really well for myself. I know that I don't have to put any extra like overtime, or I don't have to do the most in order to depict this kind of energy and applications. So on the flip side, basically on the flip side, I think it's just like kind of mimicking the energy, because when you're working with pentacles, it's never one-sided. So whatever I've applied onto the front is a mirror to what's on the back. So you pretty much know what exists on both sides. Just crazy. That is crazy. There's also an indication of, an indication of welding here, because it's the phoenix energy with all that metal. Some of you are like into heavy metal too. Yeah, because there's like some kind of intense focus that's like, that doesn't require much effort, you know. It's just, it's there, it exists. So I really feel like that with the combination of both worlds, or like the left hand is influenced by the right just as much as the left, you know. So that's what I feel like here. Some degree of ambidextrous capabilities, which is wonderful, because when like you listen to that old song, he got the whole world in his hands, he's got the whole wide world. It's like, if he's got the whole wide world in his hands, or if we do, then I want to be in the dominant side. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. So this is good. This is good. This is indicating leadership, ownership, and this relaxed fit. Definitely. Okay, so on the flip side, my divine panel, what do you want to tell me? I don't know what to expect out of this form. We're already 7:47 into the reading. Oh, there goes the partnerships card. 2 of Cups. Oh, God. Here we go. This. Okay, now it's inverted. It was more like extroverted at first, but it's like when you go fishing with family, and it's like you have a new like a young family, and you do like you just do the act of fishing. It's not like over the top or whatever. You get the fish poles out, even like the kiddie one, so it's not like the crazy professional fly fishing or whatever. So you go through the act of it. You don't expect much in casting out the line. You're just doing the act of it, you know. But then all of a sudden you get the bite, and then it and then that's yours. So this is kind of unexpected energy in casting out the line. Like you're just going through the motions of life, but you know, there's a surprise. Okay. On the flip side, so, you know, when you cast out the line, and this is also the inverse, like the conceptual version of what's happening beneath the surface in water, intuitive bodies. Yeah. So to like, I didn't realize that they were going to give us like a conceptual, like mind-bending type of idea, you know, before moving forward. So that should apply, like that should give us some kind of flexibility in how we see things with what's going to be channeled. Okay. Okay. I don't know what happened to my light. It's, you see, like, it's weird. Do I have it on a, oh, maybe I reduced the light. Oh, I did. Whoa, shit. Okay, we'll just leave it like that. Just a normal light. Normal light. All right, what do you want to tell me about this partnership thing? They gave me these cards faced by the 8 of swords right there. So there's like hope coming right there. And the roops are the roops. Maybe somebody is from India. Rupees. Anyway, somebody feels, well, it's like tied up, but like you can escape. You have a weapon right by you. Like that's okay. So what's facing that? Okay, it's a huge ego there. Okay. Oh, don't. Jeez. Get those. Okay. So what was facing it? What opened up to it is the 5 of Wands in reverse, and backed by the King of Wands here. Oh, you know what? On the flip side, hold on. Let me see. There's a lot going on. So give me a sec. Because that was a load of cards. That did not have to go there, but, you know, what do I know about that? Okay. So, what that means is that, like I'm kind of, it seems like I'm held hostage a little bit. Yeah, held hostage a bit. But like it's kind of playing dead. Like stay there for a second, Tina, okay? Hold up. There's a plan for you, okay? There's good plans for you. You know how I know? It's because like it's like waiting out all of the like the turmoil that's happening, the reckoning, the expected return of events. Mhm. Violence, confusion, conflict. So it's waiting that out, and it looks like it's about ended here, or it's happening in the underground. Yeah, like lava before it hits the top. So there's something like a rumble, like what do you call it? Is that excision and that sick? It's rumble. That's what I feel like. And I think they say, "Are you ready?" Yeah, I think that's what it is. Something. Oh, what is it? Something you're about to get sliced. I forgot. Anyway, the King of Wands, I am protected by that energy. If we're looking at angelic energy, this is Archangel Gabriel, one for communications. I feel like that. So, so there's, yeah, I'm in some kind of network, which is like leadership is telling me to hold still for a second, and I'm trusting it because like look, you know, this looks like, what are you doing just sitting there? Oh my gosh. Some people probably think that when they like creep in on me, you know, through the veil. But look, like she's just like, I got it, I can play dead. You know, when people want you cornered into a specific role, or just trapped energy, like held hostage, there's so much aggression in it that they're not looking at the like fine-tuning into the details. They're not paying attention to everything. So they got like this rough sketch of what it looks like when somebody is trapped. Oh, they got rope tied around them, they have like daggers all across their sides, they're left out in Booneyville, nobody's gonna hear them, they're also blindfolded, like there's no food around, etc. And so like left for dead. That should get them, that should scare them. And so they're not looking at your facial expressions, they're not looking at the detailing, which says like, I'm okay, dude, like yes sir, yes ma'am, whatever. So it's just waiting out that conflict. Like there is a rumbling from underneath all of that. Okay. All right. So these partnerships are very like personal, and at this level, of protection. Okay, what else do I need to know on the flip side? So things are happening, like, okay, now we're looking at the other side of things, like the part that we don't see really, or the part that I'm not seeing. I wouldn't say it's quite a blind spot because I don't feel like there's any ignorance here. It's just like I'm, you know, going through my day, allowing some space. Yeah, catching up on my sleep. All right. Anything else? I don't know. I feel kind of like bummed, you know? Anyway, this is the Queen of Cups in reverse. It fell on my lap on my left side. So what else do you want to tell me about that? Let's get a clarifier. That one. Oh gosh, that's a lot. Okay. 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, 10 of Wands in reverse, Knight of Swords in reverse, and 2 of Pentacles in reverse. So on the recipient side, there might be some like insecure like queens, you know, checking up on me, or like insecure about like what's happening in the situation. So they're like staying low key, you know, like I'm still protected by them, right? I feel like it's more so that energy than anything, because why would I get the 10 of Pentacles here, huh? This is an emphasis on exchange. Yeah, so there's uncertainty, yeah, depicted within the balance. Like things are kind of like let the dust settle. Except this is in water. Like when you stir things up, let the debris just kind of like take time to settle. And it's gonna move fast because the debris is like has substance. It's like in good chunks, you know. So there's that. It's moving fast, and so yeah, definitely it's allowing things to settle. And there's a huge emphasis, like just stay put. Again, like you may feel a little like trapped or whatnot, but it's when you like today and feeling, you know, kind of solitary, and a little like just less engaged, like just like trapped. I don't even know if trapped is a word, but let's just use it, okay, for right now. Okay, so just backed into a wall, basically. There's also uncertainty with that, like just okay, I'm just looking for motivators. What am I called to do? It leads to the 10 of Pentacles. So it's like when you're changing out the water and you're like fish tank, your aquarium, whatever, the stuff like gets all riled up. You're not going to feed your like, well, I don't feed our, you know, creatures while things are like all up in the air. So you let the dust settle and then like manna comes out of the sky. It's that kind of energy here. So I do have female underground like intuitive energies that I'm protected by. And they're going by the methods that they know best to work and that they're called to employ. And this is for the sake of establishing a proper return. So that's what's happening on the flip side. These are kind and classy souls, so they exhibit grace in what they do. Therefore, there's a need for privacy and laying low, and passing, like, kind of like passing notes, like under the table, or it's kind of like that, but with so much more employed and so much more invested. So I'm lucky to have those characters in my life. For sure, both kinds. Usually I have it more from the masculine side, but it's great to see that on the feminine side. Okay. Anything else that you want to tell me, my divine panel? You know, I was so used to going through the habitual process of revolving my day around this previous forum. that like I just need to shake off the inclination to work on habit. So like old habits. So today was a chill day, and even though I felt like, you know, cornered in a little bit, it doesn't mean that I didn't feel blessed, you know. So that's something different, a different flavor. Okay, on the flip side, another one fell. Oh, thank goodness, it's a 10 of cups, and it fell on my sewing stuff, my bobbins, my preloaded bobbins. 10 of cups. And these are wonderful things. This is actually, I have now received all 4 10s. All in good standing, it looks like. Yeah. Yeah, so things are going to turn up for me. Interesting. Great. Good. Like we survived. Look. The Hunger Games. One. Objective. Oh, look. That's the bottom of the deck. Objectivity. Detachment. Now, like, now you're free because you're like, you're cut down from this positioning. Because you have this sense of awareness that you can't, like, once you see something, you can't unsee things. Once you become enlightened to something, you can't, like, dumb yourself down. That's wonderful. And on the top of the deck is the Star card. Momentarily, on the flip side, like being thorough with the Tower moment. You see the Reckoning. So, and it's shown like that. Yeah. So things are happening underground. I feel like on a social, like, group level, but also on an individual level. Like, it starts off kind of, it feels like individual, and that collective power takes it down like as a group energy. I feel like that's what they're showing me here. That's what I'm being communicated. Like, these shooting stars come down like hail, but do not worry, Tina. You're covered. Like, you don't have to worry. Like, it's not under your umbrella. You know, like in cartoons, I think it's like Charlie Brown or whatnot. But there's several examples of it where someone's having a gloomy day, so there's a dark cloud constantly following them. This is the opposite of that. Like, there's dark clouds everywhere. There's, like, you know, a reckoning happening, but there's an umbrella over you that protects you, Tina. You know how I know? Look at that. So, that's wonderful. This is carrying on the sense of enlightenment, how blessed you are. Wonderful. So you just keep doing what you're doing, Tina. Don't mind the other kids, okay? All right. Anything else that you want to tell me, my divine panel? Oh, the Fool card. And something else opening up to, again, backed by the King of Cups. So a lot of, like, upstanding energy is coming through. Like, well, how amazing is that? Protected by 3 different sources. And if we're looking at the court, you know, there's 2 per suit. So that's wonderful. Like, 3 out of 8 so far in this, what, 24 minutes is excellent. So that's a healer type of energy, a masculine energy there. What opened up to it is the Fool card, and then 6 of Wands in reverse. So this is like a surefire win. This is interesting. Like, again, like, I'm protected almost like as a child and experiencing life. But it's a sure win. There's no uncertainty. Just go. Just go with it. You know what's a little scary for me? Like, to get my business license in the city that I live in for what I do here, like I've earned enough money, maybe not in the most preferred context, to pay for this along with some bills. And while I am guided to move from this place, that means that I have to work with what I have right now. And I was just informed with like 400 to 500, collectively speaking, because there's 3 costs to it, that in the processing of this permit, license, fingerprinting, all of that, that it's like $500 almost, right? And so I was told, like, that wasn't devastating enough, right? Well, I have other bills. And I was just told that it's non-refundable. So there's no guarantee that I will be approved, even though I do not have a criminal record or any of this stuff. And so I have to pay the city police department these fees without the guarantee that I will be approved for it. And that's, I think, what's scary for me. And I know I'm not supposed to be manipulative in making things go my way, but I am supposed to take that risk, and I have to allow for that wiggle room, because there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to be approved for the business license processing, and just earning that money and not being able to get it back. It's sad for me. So I trust in the universe, and if anybody does me dirty like that, then they will pay for it. They will have to pay for it. And it's gonna be more devastating than $500, for sure. So the belief in that, I'm okay. I'll be okay. Let's just run that risk, and whoever is employed to fuck around with the process, not in my favor, then you know what? That's I'm still doing spirit's work, which means isolating who needs the extra discipline. So okay, my divine panel, what do you want to say with regards to that? The High Priestess extroverted. I'm backed by major psychic energy. Yeah, definitely. So it should prove to be in my favor. I shouldn't have any worries or doubts. I am protected. So, but like I just see so much yuckiness in the world, you know? So yeah. Look, it's a Bell Project. Look. See? Right there. It's inverted. You see, make some noise. Okay. Oh, I'm protected by the High Priest. You're like, you know, you don't have to show to this court case like your, you know, like what is it, your opening statement. You don't need to show up to that, okay? Like, hold up, you're also, I'm also protected by the High Priest, and it's hard, it's like, it's so crazy for me to see again, like, you're just Look, it's crazy. Like, she has 2 keys and he has 1. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. So, backed by both. And so, what do we want to say about this? There's a lot of Freya energy coming through on this reading. I didn't say it before, but I'm saying it now just because of what's depicted in these 2 pictures, especially. Yeah. So, having the vice versa tarot and having so much backing is excellent. When I talked about, you know, the king and queen of every suit, we were just talking about the 8. We weren't talking about the higher ups, like the major arcana cards, you know. We weren't talking about the emperor, nor the empress, nor the hierophant, nor the high priestess. And seeing that it automatically went straight to that level, diplomatic matters, is excellent. So anyone really in the major arcana automatically trumps the numbering system, the volume depicted in the like courts of kings and queens. So 3 plus these 2 are just excellent. It's excellent to have that kind of backing. Okay. All right. What else do you want to tell me? On the flip side, now that we know this is pertaining to the Bell Project. Again, Page of Swords making an appearance here. So we've seen several variations now of the Page of Swords. This is, I think this is moving from the realm of observation to getting up, because I don't know, it's like it's no longer bench warming, it's like get up, you know. It's rising to the occasion. So essentially this is the 8 of Swords energy, like busting out into character, freeing yourself. So now you get to walk. Okay. What else do you want to tell me on the flip side? But this is kind of the energy of like floating above, like it's being above it, floating above it. It's kind of like ghostly energy. You see? So on the flip side, this is what's happening underneath. Like it's kind of like whatever's happening beneath the surface, you're untouchable to it. You know what I mean? That's what they're telling me. Like it's masked energy, so there's like I'm cloaked in protection, and I'm also, it's saving me the visuals of what's happening underneath the surface. Like that's not for me. That karma is not for me. That karma is for them. Even like on the replay, I don't need to like be part of that. Like that's your life story. You swallow that whole pill. I'm out. That's how big the offenses were, is what my divine guides were telling me. All these protectors, they see it like, that's no, Tina. No, we'll get you out of there. 7 of Wands in reversal. But just you. You can't bring anyone along with you, okay? No one can like hang on to your coattails. Like we're gonna beat them off if that's the case. Everyone has their own journey and their own input. So the calculations are, they cannot go with you, even if you tried to take them. We suggest that you do not try to take them with you. But maybe give them a salute. Those that are deserving, give them a salute. So, let me see what I want to say over here. Yeah, you know what I'm hearing? Lil Wayne, I'll beat your ass like a fucking drumstick. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. All over these beats. What is it? Like ice cream sprinkles. Yeah, something like that. Okay. That's cool. Anything else that you want to tell me, my divine panel? Oh my gosh, is the moon card accentuated, opening up to the Four of Cups. Okay. So the ship has sailed. Party's over. Time to move on. It's like bon voyage. Yeah. They gotta go. Something about like some energies have already fled, you know? Yeah. There was also an indication of a flood energy when I told you about the reckoning. Anyway, this is accentuated, and that's how I know. So at best, those that have like the Peter Pan, like Captain Hook type of energy, like the Lost Boys, those that have mischief in the starting of like better management, they've sailed away. So it showed me 4 cups, and all of them were chosen to have a head start before the flooding. And this is crazy. Yeah, for sure. I really 100% feel like that. So there's going to be some major floods on that in that arena. That could be symbolic, but it could also mean something like tangible in that nature. So next week is the full moon, and it's between 2 towers here. See? Yeah. So some will not be able to escape it because they're just moving from point A tower to point B tower. And I keep getting on my feed, smack my bitch up, you know, and it has the crab on it too. And I'm like, I haven't read anything yet that I would use that for, that applies to my certain readings, but I knew because I saw it more than like 3 times, that it was going to be applied to something, and that's what that is. So my lap is 6 of Swords in reverse. Look, that's so wonderful. Look, the Queen of Cups. I am being escorted off, like I'm already in calm waters. So, you're not going to experience the other people's consequences. You're being shipped out because you shaped up. That's what the saying. That's wonderful. Okay, bottom of the deck energy is 8 of Cups in reversal. It's a comeback. Look at that. Your wish is, your major wish is granted and blessed by, you know, the galaxies, you know. Ancestral. I like it. I like it. So even though you feel like a little bit alone, the comeback is almost like you revisit yourself, you like sit in your feelings without wallowing. It's just kind of marinating in that sauce, like, because my sauce is still good. But like it's going, like, this is what is it, refueling, you know what introverts do in recharging before they get back out there. So that's what basically is happening. Top of the deck, no secrets of the sauce, is this. It is 7 of Swords. Yeah, so there's some ongoing BS happening. But This is a Robin Hood type of energy. Do you see what I'm saying here? Yeah. This is kind of like fair exchange and a robbery. Kiss me, I'll kiss you back. Oh my gosh, for sure. You see, like they created a block, this portal, like that's their main goal, and then they leave. So it's like set up booby trap, and then they're leaving with 5 swords, 3 here, which is kind of like the intention of. It's kind of like an energetic string as you're leaving. 3 of swords, heartbreak, 2 of swords. Also another block like you can't get to me, you can't find me, I am masked. So there's 2 types of booby traps here, but like there's like like King Tut's tomb, like there's a curse tied to it, like so if you try to open up into my energy, you will like you're going to experience loss, chaos, etc. So this is the way in to enact like that. This is definitely like a ninja PI type of energy. This is definitely Robin Hood type of energy, helping with the rescue on that. Essentially this is also me like walking off before the prefix to the boat, like, come along, Tina, we're taking me somewhere. And you're like, hold up, I gotta do something real quick. What is that? Griztronics and Subtronics? What is it? Griztronics, yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. And so like I'm leaving almost like that. That's crazy. That's the top of the deck. Okay. All right, so what are my 3 takeaways? Takeaway number 1 is communication. Yeah, this is like everyone is like on level playing field. Everyone is like abundant here, same pace. This is looking out like on the track field, running. And told you, remember, like I'm an automatic, like yay, that kind of energy. So it's not a comparative view. It's like moral support in that. So this is like everyone engaged, within approximate same pace. It's a good vibe, good spirit. That's excellent. And this is like coming through the Amazon, so there's obviously water indicated here. Very abundant garden, like communal type of garden here. So yeah, so communications in different ways, different aspects. It's highly abundant, so it could come from anywhere. In fact, it comes from all places, including the tangible. So you don't have to question whether that's like positive thinking, or a self-fulfilling prophecy. It just is. And it's on the flip side, it's not really what you expect, because normally you're just getting like energetic imprints and communications rather than somebody actually saying something to you, somebody like handwriting something, somebody mailing, somebody texting you, somebody like I've probably, that's why I've become more adept in reading energy and the recipient of such, because I almost like long for it on a tangible level, like, so there's that. What's a clarifier for this? The World card. This shows a lot of happiness. Like it'll all come together. You will see how it's almost auspicious to close this cycle. Like you are wed at every angle, you see? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like all 4 corners. There's like marriage, there's commitment, and the closure of this cycle. So this is hugely blessed. Yeah, very abundant energy. Interesting. Okay. Now what it shows me here is it's very close to the 10 of like the background area. The framing of this is close to the 10 of, I think, wands energy in the Book of Shadows tarot. Let me see if I have it here. Yep, it's part of that like that reckoning part, you see? Book of Shadows tarot, as above, I think. Yeah, you see? Where is it? Do you see what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, I am so protected. It is insane. It is insane amount of protection. Yeah. So, this is from, oh my gosh, the circle. Let me show you. Look. Oh, normally, no, that's not that. Are you here? Yeah, look. The circle. You see what I'm saying? That's the hangman card. Like, look at all those support figures. How crazy is that? And then we have the circle here. Oh, okay, the circle here. How crazy is that? Okay, let me get the card set. Fell, and they fell. Oh my goodness, give it. Okay, like that. So what is this? 7 of Wands extroverted, and the Page of Swords inverted with backing. So those that have a great advantage, or how do I say this? They're still showing, like, there's still loyalty with those that are learning, you know, to me, because I have the advantage to help them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still, like, even though I have the upper hand, once they, like, understand my value, and therefore then I'll be able to digest my worthiness and being able to be, like, back supporting each other, watching each other's back, basically. So that's crazy good. Okay, it was like this when it was up here. Okay, so that's my first takeaway. That is so wonderful, great, like super duper wonderful. That makes me feel like so much better. Because, like, there's no flimsiness in the ethers with my divine panel. They're solid. They're so reliable. They're thorough for a very good reason. And they don't lose sight of that. Like, they're visionaries. They don't clock out of being a visionary. So this is wonderful. I'm highly celebrated and, you know, supported in that demeanor. So no one from that stature is looking down on me, like saying, like, how many naps have you had? There's a pile here, there's a pile there. They recognize relatively, like, what my efforts are, and my worth regardless. Yeah, this is so good. Okay, my second takeaway is, on the flip side, 9 of Wands in reverse. So it's weird. Like, you have a different part of yourself that argues with what you're doing sometimes. Like, so you have that Karen built inside of you, the chatty Cathy inside of you. You have, like, these different elements of behaviorisms, and it's like, you gotta, you know, not be so, like, defensive. You gotta, like, lower your guard a little bit, allow yourself some wiggle room. Okay, because there are others that have gone through battle, through warring, and there are different facets of them too. They were maybe just, like, borderline, which side do I go with, like, who, discerning, like, who's solid and who's not. And so some want to come through, and the easier you are on yourself in expressing your value and your worthiness, despite what the output looks like, there are others that will want to come through. And so it's important for you to be not so harsh on yourself, because when you're guarded within yourself, you're going to be guarded, and, you know, like, foregoing other opportunities of alliances. You know, this is within the growth mindset here, because this, like, giant could easily, like, try to take her down based on sheer size, but he's, you know, there's an area of respect there. So yeah, it's kind of lowering your guard there, Tina. On the flip side, you have so much more going for you than you realize sometimes. That has yet to transpire. Okay, I feel like this is kind of real time happening, though, as a clarifier. So, yeah, these are investors. Yeah, for sure. I think they needed to be like roughhoused a little bit, or roughhoused a little bit with life to know like where to invest. Um, yeah, where to invest their bigger pentacle energy, for sure. Okay. All right. So these are not energies that necessarily have done you like absolute dirty. I mean, they may have engaged in like mischievous activities, but um it's it was nothing meant to directly hurt me, nor they never had any intention to harm me. And so it was, yeah, it's not I don't feel like any threat there. I don't think I should feel any threat there. Yeah, 100%. Okay, so this is kind of the energy what I'm feeling like. This is a grown-up boy from the Empress card in the Book of Shadows Tarot, as below. And when the boy had that like little boo-boo on his knee, it's the same kind of energy. Like life has knocked him down, like knocked him around a little bit. Like, and so he knows like what this is relative to, like the binding there. It's no longer on his knee. It's like, so he's coming to the Empress, doing the dark, like emerging from the dark night of the soul. So this is wonderful. Like when you come to a sense of self-awareness, what greets you at the door is like, oh, not just like a personal one up, but like an external one up that is meant to like definitely be an add-on. Okay, wonderful. So my third takeaway is Knight of Cups in reverse. These are sacred admirers. I don't know if like they mean to follow through, but hold up. What's the context to that? These are private energies, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Protected by kind of like secret admirer type of energy. They manifest also greatly on their own with like minimal type of resources, it appears. But that means that they're greater at what they do, like Kelly Slater learning in, Huntington Beach Waves, that kind of energy, before he hits like Mavericks or whatever. So like working in shitty conditions gives you the forum to amplify how good you are, like how much better you can do with that, like how, yeah, with the same resources. Like if this is what I got, I got to use it for all that it's got. And so it's definitely there. Yeah. I want to get one more clarifier to that, because something's coming along. There's plans, like like long distant plans, something like that, but it has to do with building upon the horizon. It shows me here. 5 of Cups. This is where, so this is private energy, like this is secret admirer type of energy, but like secret, it's more than just admiration. It's wanting to engage. So it's coming up around the bend, but it's also like it incurs in like it's more private energy and it's protection, because they have to say goodbye to certain things. And when they say goodbye to certain things, their environment may be a little unforgiving and volatile, boisterous, it might be just a little extra. So while they're saying goodbye, they're also like protecting me, like a little empress right there, you see. That that union, that partnership. So that's why it's very discreet. Like this empress, like they see you, Tina. I mean, like I see them as this energy, but I've never seen them in like what do you call it, a Grim Reaper type of energy. Like something can happen that they want to protect me from within their goodbyes. So that's why it's very private. So that's why like I felt like modifying that statement where I last said yeah, I'm really cool. Like I'm down for the people that really do show up for me, even if they're at night status. Um, um, I'm just tired of the like just all the talk, you know, and not really showing up or showing up on their terms. Like I'm just there have been so many abusers at that level that that's why I said that. So there are some stipulations on that just shown there. Okay, I think that's it. Thanks very much for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally and therefore abundantly. But now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength, passions from those that call upon, cast, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, and or any variation of the aforementioned ill will, intent, thought form, pattern, and or entity to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for refortification in me, only me, hassle-free, no doubt, and no attachment except for all bonus points included. Thanks so much. Upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with the sequence of roll out in light and love. I close the portals in this reading now.